All right, here from Kremlin Hillsdale. Boys action getting ready to start. This is Kremlin Hillsdale Bronx in their white uniforms with white trim, white numbers, or red trim, excuse me, white numbers. Pond Creek Hunter in their visiting black uniforms, white numbers with silver trim. Kremlin Hillsdale, their starting lineup is Lennon Schultz, David Granberg, David Hoover, Harris Keithley, and Everett Bonine. For Pond Creek Hunter, this is Insminger, Theophilus, Kerr, Garcia, and Burnham. The official faking out the two at half court for the jump ball. That was Schultz and Insminger, and Kremlin Hillsdale wins the tip. This is Bonine controlling now. Gives it to Harris Keithley. Harris Keithley, right wing, finds Schultz up top to David Hoover. It's a 2-3 zone. Excuse me, a man-to-man defense now for Pond Creek to start this one. Landon Schultz has it now right corner, swings it up to Everett Bonine up top. He's guarded by Burnham. This is Keithley, guarded by Garcia. Hoover now guarded by Theophilus. Underneath now, Schultz, his turnaround jumper from the left block is no good. He was guarded by Kerr underneath there. This is Corbin Burnham now for Pond Creek, dribbling up the left side. He's guarded by David Hoover. Best defender Kremlin Hillsdale has to offer. John Theophilus lofts a three-pointer from that left wing. It's up and too short. Ethan Insminger is going to come down with an offensive rebound, and that is definitely something to watch for the Pond Creek Hunter Panthers. Insminger now has it left corner, dribbles with the right hand, kicks it out to Garcia. Garcia is going to loft a three that's up and off to the left, no good. And that rebound goes right off of the hands of Hoover and Bonine. Burnham misses a three-pointer now, and on a third chance opportunity, Burnham comes up empty. Everett Bonine comes down with the rebound for Kremlin Hillsdale. Bonine nearly missed the cut, and Keithley's going to loft a three-pointer that's up and no good. Burnham comes down with it for Pond Creek Hunter. Now this is Alex Garcia, dribbling with his right hand, looking for Theophilus underneath. He finds him, right baseline, guarded by Landon Schultz. This is Theophilus, got to get rid of it, and he does, just out of bounds, right to the assistant coach for Kremlin Hillsdale. He was looking for any three of Burnham, Insminger, and Garcia. All of them were over there, and each thought that the other was going to get the basketball. Pond Creek Hunter, without their primary coach tonight, Darren Jones, is not here. We do not have a reason why for you. We just know that on the sideline, Coach Jones is not there. This is David Hoover, left wing. Now to Granberg, left corner. He's guarded by Insminger. Insminger, longest arms on the court, no question about it. He was able to tap that one away from Granberg. Granberg tried to save it. He had a toe on the line on that baseline, so basketball will go now to Pond Creek Hunter. Neither team has found the bottom of the net here. 2 minutes into this one, 6 minutes left here, first quarter. 0-0, here's your score. Burnham gets it out to Insminger. Insminger, corner three is up, rattles out, no good. Bonine comes down with the rebound. Kremlin Hillsdale has numbers if they push. This is Granberg, right wing, and he walked with it. Coach Nance stomping his feet, the assistant coach for Kremlin Hillsdale there, showing his frustration. Maddox Myers will check out David Granberg. Granberg just has to land balance there. And Kremlin Hillsdale is in business. He might have an open three-pointer, but he just landed off balance. Shuffled his feet. This is Burnham. He skips it out to Theophilus. Theophilus, spin move on the right baseline. They're going to say he walked with it. He took two power dribbles, and on that spin move, he traveled. The official on the baseline caught it. 5.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Still no score for either side. Bonine with it. Gives it to Maddox Myers. Myers up top to Schultz. Schultz now to Harris Keithley. Keithley guarded by Garcia. Now Hoover. Hoover, he's guarded by Theophilus. Lefty. He's drive left. He's double teamed. Both Pond Creek Hunter defenders back off. It's left open. Misses the two-pointer there from the mid-post. This is Insminger dribbling with the right. Behind the back dribble up to Garcia. Now to Burnham. Burnham's going to loft a three-pointer. That's up and off the front of the iron. No good. Good job blocking out the shooter there was David Hoover. 1-on-3 now for Everett Bonine. He'll pull it out smartly. Coach Hawkins stomping his feet. He wanted Bonine to push. Not sure what he's looking at because there was definitely not numbers for Everett Bonine there. That was a smart job pulling it out. Setting up the half-court offense was Everett Bonine. Bonine underneath, and Burnham all over that pass. And they're going to say it was off the hands of Everett Bonine. Coach Hawkins wants Bonine to go toward that pass more instead of just waiting on it. That allowed Burnham to get a hand on it, and it went off the hand of Bonine out of bounds. Pond Creek Hunter has possession. We are nearly halfway through this first quarter, and neither team has scored. Insminger, right block. He shoots, and right over the top of Maddox Myers, his 2-pointer's up and good. So 2 points for Ethan Insminger. Bonine now, he's guarded by Burnham. Gets it right wing now to Keithley. Keithley inside now to Schultz. Schultz's turnaround jumper's up and good right over the top of Aaron Kerr. Pond Creek's coach says good defense, and Schultz hits the 2-point basket right over him. So after nearly 4 minutes of no score, we have buckets on both sides, back-to-back possessions here. Insminger driving right, finds Kerr opposite block. He's fouled by Keithley on the left-hand layup. Kerr nailed that one. He'll go to the free throw line with a chance for a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. So Aaron Kerr did a good job there. Going straight up from that left block, Harris Keithley fouled him, trying to prevent an easy bucket. Instead, Kerr will have a free throw here to make it a 3-point play, and he missed everything there. Oh my goodness, you won't see a free throw missed much worse than that is. He was off to the left and missed absolutely everything. He passed that one right into the lap of John Theophilus, who was on the low side of that free throw line, boxing out. So free throw is no good there for Kerr after he made the easy shot from that left block. Going the other way now, Kremlin Hillsdale will try to answer. 42 is your score. Pond Creek on top of Kremlin Hillsdale. This is Bonine dribbling on Burnham. Gets it to Schultz. Schultz in the corner. Gives it up to Keithley. Keithley left open for 3. That one's nothing but net. A Bronx bucket there, courtesy of Harris Keithley for 3. His matchup was slow to close out, I believe. That was Garcia. Garcia left Keithley alone, and he will make you pay from there more often than not. This is Harrison Stapleton, who just checked in for Kerr, and Stapleton dribbled it off of his foot. Stapleton is a lefty. He played in the junior varsity game a little bit earlier today, and he played very, very well. No doubt the best player in that junior varsity contest. He's the first substitution for Pond Creek today. Keithley's going to loft another one, this time from the left wing. That one's too short and no good. Burnham has it tapped out of his hands by Schultz. Hoover wasn't able to come down with it. Burnham got it back. He takes it the other way, coast to coast for Corbin Burnham. That 2-pointer's up and good. So another lead change. It's Burnham. Took that one in for an easy 2. 6-5 your score. Pond Creek, the visitors, on top of the host, Kremlin Hillsdale. 6-5. 1-point lead for the Panthers. This is Hoover in the left corner. He's got it by Theophilus. Theophilus, a much bigger opponent, is called for a blocking foul. Theophilus just a little bit slow to move his feet there. Theophilus is in the out-of-bounds spot, even though he was the one called for the foul. So Theophilus with his first. 1 team foul on each side. This is Hoover. He finds Bonine at the free throw line, takes 2 dribbles, pulls up. Stapleton falls down. Not sure what Stapleton was doing there. Stapleton hit the deck. Absolutely no one touched him. He might have gotten a little bit of contact on Bonine at the toes, but absolutely no reason for the official to call a charge there. So Stapleton hits the deck. Bonine will be at the free throw line shooting 2. Chance to take the lead here for Kremlin Hillsdale. Bonine's first is up and in. 6-6 is now your score. We are knotted up. 2 minutes and 24 seconds left here, first quarter. Second free throw for Bonine is up. Too short, no good. Rebound goes to Theophilus for Pond Creek Hunter. Bonine has had trouble going 2 for 2 at the free throw line this season. His usual trip is a split, and he does so there. This is Stapleton in the corner. Might have shuffled his feet, no call. Dribbles left baseline and has it stolen away by Everett Bonine. Bonine going the other way, dribbling with the right hand. His right hand layup is up and good. 2 points there for Everett Bonine after he stole it away from Harrison Stapleton. Stapleton passed it right into the hands of Bonine. His 2-point layup the other way is good. 8-6 off a little 3-0 run from Everett Bonine. So we'll be right back as Pond Creek wants a 30-second timeout. Kremlin Hillsdale up 8-6 over Pond Creek.
Babe, it's time we go to Stewart Nissan. We need to trade in our old vehicle for a new one.
I'm already on it, honey.
Shop Stewart Nissan of Enid.com from the comfort of your home and get great deals like $1,000 cash back on the all-new 2020 Nissan Sentra and $4,000 off the 2020 Marine.
Back here, first quarter of action. 2 minutes, 2 seconds left here, first quarter. Pond Creek Hunter has it, trying to retake their lead. We've had 3 lead changes thus far in just the first 6 minutes of action here. This is Corbin Burnham. He's driving on David Hoover. Kicks it out to Alex Garcia. Garcia, guarded by Harris Keithley, now kicks it left side to John Theophilus. He dribbles with the right hand on Landon Schultz. Driving inside, his spin move. He just took Landon Schultz right in underneath the bucket, laid it in with the right hand. 2-point bucket there, good for Theophilus. That's his first bucket of the game. We got a travel here, right wing, Maddox Myers. That is a big problem for Maddox Myers. He's done that all season. He'll get the basketball, shuffle his feet, and that's called for a walk every time. 1 minute, 30 seconds left here, first quarter. 8-8 is your score. Pond Creek Hunter just tied it up. Burnham's going to get a ball screen from Theophilus. Loft to three-pointer that's up and good. Burnham gives a nod to the big man. Said, I couldn't done it without you, bud. You freed me up. 11-8. It's your score. Pond Creek on top of Kremlin Hillsdale. Myers finds Schultz now up top. Gives it to Hoover. Hoover left open for 3. His three-pointer's up and no good. He gets his own rebound, though. That one, we got a foul underneath. I believe they get Theophilus on that one. And it's on the floor. Theophilus asks the official what he did. He says, you reached in. Theophilus called for his second. Team's third. Bonine slaps his hands, tries to get the action going. Got to get it in bounds. He finds Harris Keithley up top near half court now. Keithley dribbling with the left hand. He's guarded by Garcia. This is Maddox Myers now, right wing, guarded by Insminger. Insminger gets it up to Schultz. Myers gets it to Schultz, now to Bonine up top. Coach Hawkins calling a play now. 50 seconds left here, first quarter. Schultz gets it to David Hoover. David Hoover left wing, inside to Schultz. Schultz is going to pull up from the baseline. That one's up and no good. He gets his own rebound, though. Third chance opportunity here. Schultz puts it in. Good offensive rebound there for Landon Schultz. 30 seconds left here, first quarter. Your score is 11-10, Pond Creek. And this is Corbin Burnham. He skips it over to Insminger. Insminger lofts a 3. That one's up and too short. Harris Keithley comes down with the rebound. 20 seconds left here, first quarter. This is Everett Bonine with it. He's guarded by Burnham. Now right side, this is Maddox Myers. Myers gets it up to Bonine. 10 seconds now, 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Bonine up top. He's dribbling with the right hand. He's guarded by Burnham. Now drives left. And we got a foul underneath, blocking foul. I believe they whistled Burnham for that one. Sure enough, Burnham fouled Bonine there. It's Pond Creek Hunter's 4th foul of the first quarter. Bonine slaps his hands. 3 seconds left here. No time comes off the clock there as Bonine passed it right off the shoe of Corbin Burnham. 11-10 is your score. Kremlin Hillsdale trying to take the lead going into the second quarter, and they do. Everett Bonine finds Landon Schultz on the right block. He puts it in for 2. Easy 2-point bucket there for Landon Schultz. And Pond Creek's interim coach here is livid at John Theophilus. Theophilus supposed to be guarding Landon Schultz and man-to-man. He got screened, wasn't able to communicate, and Landon Schultz got an easy bucket for Kremlin Hillsdale. Kremlin Hillsdale took the lead there on the final play of that first quarter. They are up 12-11 on Pond Creek Hunter. Their score 12-11 as Kremlin Hillsdale has gotten 3 points from Everett Bonine, 4 points from Landon Schultz, and 3 from Harris Keithley. For the other side, that is, Landon Schultz has 6 points, not 4. Okay, so 3 for Everett Bonine, 6 for Landon Schultz, and 3 from Harris Keithley. That gives the Bronx 12. For Pond Creek Hunter, they've gotten 2 from Ethan Insminger, 5 from Corbin Burnham, 2 from John Theophilus, and 2 from Aaron Kerr. So we begin the second quarter of action here. Pond Creek Hunter will have it, as they have the arrow to start this second quarter. Kremlin Hillsdale will receive the first jump ball of this second quarter. So all but one of the Bronx starters is in. That's Everett Bonine, Harris Keithley, Landon Schultz, David Hoover, and Maddox Myers is in for David Granberg. Granberg called for, I believe he was called for a walk. Coach Hawkins didn't like the turnover, pulled him out. Maddox Myers has been in ever since. This is Ethan Insminger now. Right corner, dribbling on Myers. This is Garcia, gives it back to Insminger on the right baseline, spin move, gives it up to Theophilus. Theophilus is going to shoot another 3. Kremlin Hillsdale is happy to let him shoot those, as he missed absolutely everything. Theophilus way off there on the first possession of the quarter for Pond Creek Hunter. Kremlin Hillsdale will have the chance to extend their 1-point lead now. 12-11 is the score. 30 seconds gone by here in the second quarter. David Hoover has it in the corner. He's guarded by Theophilus. Theophilus got close to David Hoover. Hoover drove right by him. Pond Creek's coach is just yelling at John Theophilus. Theophilus can't do anything right now. He's just got whistled for his third foul, and he's just, Coach, I was trying to guard him. You said to put pressure on him, and I did. He drove right by me, but I still got whistled for a foul. Hoover at the free throw line for 2. His first one's up and good. David Hoover gives the Bronx a 2-point lead. Harrison Stapleton will sub out John Theophilus. We might not see Theophilus until the second half. He just got whistled for his third foul. Stapleton drops his mouthpiece on the floor next to the feet of David Hoover. We'll see if he has the guts to put it back in his mouth. I believe he did. Maddox Myers subs out Caden Stewart in. Kremlin Hillsdale now with a size advantage. Stewart and Schultz on the court. Kerr comes down with the rebound off the missed free throw from David Hoover. He splits those attempts. Kremlin Hillsdale 2 for 4 from the free throw line in this one. Ensminger has it right wing. He's guarded by Stewart. Stewart got beat badly off the dribble there. That's going to be a problem if Kremlin Hillsdale stays with that matchup. Stewart is much slower than Ethan Ensminger. That is a mismatch for sure. Bonine guarding Ensminger now. Ensminger made that three-pointer. I believe Bonine was calling for a switch. He did not like what he saw on that one possession as Hoover left all alone. His three-pointer's up and good. So the teams trade three-pointers there on a pair of botched assignments. Hoover has 4 points in the quarter now. Bronx lead 16-14. This is Burnham now underneath. He's whistled for a walk. He took 3 steps there from the free throw line to the right block. And Landon Schultz will inbound Everett Bonine. Bonine lost Ensminger on a 3-point attempt the other way. Ensminger was open, nailed it from the right wing. And then Hoover going the other way. Stapleton is his man. He has just checked in. Couldn't find Hoover. Hoover nailed an open 3. He gets another attempt here. That one's up and no good. Bronx control. They'll have a second chance opportunity here. Here's Keithley. Off the pass from Everett Bonine. Bonine was able to secure that offensive rebound for the Bronx. Bronx are up by 2, 16-14. Keithley shoots from the right corner. That one's up and no good off the front of the rim and out. Ethan Ensminger comes down with it, underhands it over to Corbin Burnham. Burnham now bringing it up for the Panthers. Dribbling with the right hand, he's guarded by Hoover. Now swings it over to Ensminger. Ensminger is able to burn Caden Stewart off the dribble again. And Bonine reached for the pass to Stapleton. Was able to get a hand on him on the closeout, and rebound is tapped out of bounds. Who do they say it's out of bounds on? They're going to say it's out of bounds off of Caden Stewart. Coach Hawkins appealing to the official. Doesn't like that one. He makes a disgusted face there. Ethan Haggard checks in. Caden Stewart checks out for Kremlin Hillsdale. And Ensminger gets it underneath on the right block. Puts it in for 2. He'll have a chance for a 3-point play. This would put the Panthers ahead by 1. If he can cash in here. 3 dribbles, up, and good. Ethan Ensminger gives the Panthers the lead here, 17-16. And that is just a miscommunication. You've got to hate that if you are Coach Hawkins. You asked Ethan Haggard to sub in. He never got the assignment from Caden Stewart. We got a jump ball underneath as Everett Bonine rips it away from Harrison Stapleton. Jump ball beforehand though. Home team will have it underneath their own basket. Pond Creek will get the next jump ball. Kremlin Hillsdale had the arrow this time. Bonine slaps the basketball, gives it up to Schultz. Schultz is going to get a down screen for Everett Bonine. Bonine's 3 from the corner is up and no good, but Schultz is called for a moving screen. And Pond Creek's coach is all over his players saying, how do you not see that? That was obvious what they were doing there. Schultz whistled for his first, team's third. 5.5 minutes left here, second quarter. Bronx are down by 1. It's always tough to run man-to-man on those baseline out of bounds set. Bronx didn't switch out of it, and they got burned. Ensminger has it now right wing. He's guarded by Haggard. It's another mismatch as Ensminger, one of the tallest players on the court, also one of the fastest. Burnham's going to shoot a 3-pointer right in the face of David Hoover. Kerr's going to come down with the offensive rebound for Panthers. His putback attempt is no good. Schultz was out of bounds, tried to jump back in. He touched the basketball. Pond Creek will have it now underneath. Andrew Wright will check in now. Everett Bonine will check out. So Wright will no doubt be the primary ball handler now for Kremlin Hillsdale. We'll see how the freshman can handle that responsibility. 5 minutes left here, second quarter. Ensminger now, guarded by Haggard. And that's going to be a problem for Kremlin Hillsdale. Coach Hawkins just, I don't know if he doesn't see it or what, but Ethan Ensminger is beating his matchup off the dribble every single time. And he's going to continue to do so until they switch their matchup. That's hard to watch as a fan, to see just, now Lennon Schultz is on Ensminger. Haggard switches on to Aaron Kerr. Maybe that'll provide some different results for Kremlin Hillsdale. As Garcia finds Ensminger. Schultz slow to close out. Ensminger nearly hit that one. And Schultz was reaching in on Garcia. Instead of going for the basketball, he went for the arms of Garcia. And Schultz is whistled for his second. So Haggard has 2. Schultz has 2 for Kremlin Hillsdale. Kremlin Hillsdale has 5 team fouls. Pond Creek has 5 as well. Burnham gets the handoff from Ensminger, and they're going to say that Burnham double dribbled. None of the Pond Creek supporters saw what the official called there. I didn't see it, and I think they just said that he dribbled to possess the basketball, and then again, Schultz checks out, Maddox Myers checks in. So Kremlin Hillsdale only has 2 starters on the court right now. That's David Hoover and Harris Keithley. We'll see what the Broncs can do here. A little bit of an unorthodox lineup. This lineup has not played very much together this season. We'll see what they can do here on the offensive side. 4:24 left here, second quarter. 17-16, Pond Creek is on top of Kremlin Hillsdale. Maddox Myers now left wing. Looking for a Bronc. Finds Harris Keithley up top, gives it to Ethan Haggard. Haggard, well outside the three-point line, gives it over to David Hoover. Hoover has it above his head, finds Haggard underneath. There's right block, he turned around and he was wide open. Haggard. I think everybody was surprised at how open Haggard was when he turned around and squared up. Put that one in for 2 from the right block. Ethan Haggard on the board. First points of this one. That gives Kremlin Hillsdale the lead. By my count, that is now 6 lead changes in this one. Burnham kicks it out to Garcia. Garcia dribbles right, now left. Stapleton with it. Left side, he gives it inside to Kerr. Kerr backing down on Haggard. And Kerr tried to whip it back out to Stapleton. He turns it over. Kerr hit the deck pretty hard there. Good sportsmanship by Haggard to make sure he's okay. Kerr limping down the court now. Garcia checks out. Checking in for Pond Creek now is number 11. We'll see who that is. That is Xander Cambrin. Harris Keithley gives it now to Haggard. Haggard to Hoover, now underneath to Harris Keithley. He faked out Cambrin, the new sub for Pond Creek Hunter, and Pond Creek Hunter is out of sorts right now. Interim coach for Pond Creek is screaming at Corbin Burnham, saying, that is your fault. Cambrin was the one who rotated over. Harris Keithley got him in the air, but I think that Corbin Burnham was at fault earlier in the possession for allowing Keithley to get that wide open. Might have been a screen, might have been poor communication. Nonetheless, it resulted in an easy 2-point bucket there for Harris Keithley. We have a substitution now as Garcia, who just checked out and Cambrin checked in for, will come back in. We'll see if he relieves Corbin Burnham. Burnham has been, he's taken his share of the old butt chewings this season. He got a tentacle in the Cherokee Invitational and was benched for 3 quarters. He'll stay in here as Garcia checks out Aaron Kerr. Kerr is limping down the court. He's still sitting very gingerly on that Pond Creek Hunter bench. 3 minutes left here. Pond Creek down by 3 with the basketball. This is Stapleton in the corner. He finds Ensminger. Ensminger rocking from left to right, finds Stapleton. Stapleton gets in the middle of the lane. And Garcia might have shuffled his feet there. Instead gets it out to Cambrin. Xander Cambrin with it. Finds Garcia left corner. He's guarded by Harris Keithley. Keithley shuffling his feet. Now Garcia crosses him over, and they're going to say he was fouled on the 2-point attempt from that left baseline. Who are they going to call that foul on? They're going to call it on Harris Keithley. That is his second. 2 fouls on Harris Keithley. Garcia will be at the line for 2. One place that Pond Creek excels is the free throw line. No different tonight as Garcia knocks down the first. They are now 2 for 3 tonight from the charity stripe. 2:52 left here. 20-18, now 20-19 after a pair of free throws is good for Alex Garcia. 1 point lead now for Kremlin Hillsdale. This is Andrew Wright bringing it up for the Bronx. He gets it right wing to Keithley. Keithley to Haggard. Haggard now to David Hoover. These Bronx reserves has done well in the stead of 3 Bronx starters. Keithley thought about pulling it up in the face of Stapleton. Stapleton doing a good job getting a hand in the face of Keithley. Now to Wright, now to Haggard, right corner. Haggard looks uncomfortable outside the 3-point line. We'll see if the Bronx can get him inside. Hoover nearly passed it to him. Instead, Keithley's now on the left block. That's a mismatch every time for Pond Creek. Not who you want to see down there is Harris Keithley in the post. This is David Hoover driving left. He beat Garcia. Now Wright was thrown out by Stapleton, but Haggard came away with the loose ball and laid it in for the Bronx. Everyone was cheering on as Stapleton just absolutely threw out Wright there, and Haggard came down with the rebound. Laid it up and in for the Bronx. 3-point lead now for Kremlin Hillsdale. That's a missed 3-pointer there from Corbin Burnham, and Wright passed that one right into the arms of Garcia. Garcia is called for a foul as he slid into the legs of Maddox Myers there. Can't do that. 16 fouls now on each side. 1:46 left here in this second quarter of action. And Everett Bonine will check in. Landon Schultz will check in. David Granberg checks in as well. Now all 5 starters back on the court for Kremlin Hillsdale. 16 fouls on the Panthers, 16 fouls on the Bronx. If there's another personal foul, we will have 1-and-1 free throws. Harris Keithley guarded by Garcia, dribbling with the right hand. Gets it up top to Schultz. Schultz now right wing to Hoover. Hoover looking for a Bronx, finds Bonine in the far corner. Everett Bonine guarded by Stapleton. He skips it over to David Granberg. Granberg guarded by Cameron. Now over to Landon Schultz, left corner. Near corner, he's guarded by Garcia. Now Bonine had trouble holding on to it. He's looking at the official. Do I have a dribble? He decided not to take the risk and dribble it. Instead finds Hoover. Hoover shuffled his feet. Never quite controlled that pass. He got his feet moving. His eyes got a little bit bigger than they should have been. He saw an open lane to the basket, shuffled his feet before putting the basketball on the floor. This is Corbin Burnham off the turnover for Kremlin Hillsdale. 3-point lead for the Bronx. 1 minute left till halftime. Ethan Ensminger guarded now by Landon Schultz. That's been a matchup for Kremlin Hillsdale that they previously had problems with, but Schultz has done a good job on Ensminger since subbing on for him. So now we have a jump ball underneath the Pond Creek basket. Possession will stay with the Panthers. Kremlin Hillsdale will likely get it back unless we see Kremlin Hillsdale will likely open the second half with the basketball unless we see another jump ball before this second quarter closes. That 3-point attempt was no good from Xander Cameron. David Granberg come up with the loose ball, but he bounced it out of bounds. So Pond Creek will have it again, baseline out of bounds. Bronx seemed very content to let Cameron shoot that 3-pointer. Ensminger now has it. Up top, skips it over to Cameron. Cameron's going to loft another 3-pointer. This time it's nothing but net. Xander Cameron was left all alone. Bronx were daring him to shoot. He missed the first, but knocked down the second. Nothing but net. 33 seconds left here in the half. 22-22 is your score. This is David Hoover. Hoover gets it over to Granberg. Now to Schultz. Schultz has it. He's left unguarded up top. He's not a 3-point threat, and Hoover tried to get it underneath to Schultz. Schultz was posted up on a smaller defender. Instead turned his tail and was going the other way. Hoover passed it down there, and it was an easy steal there for Harrison Stapleton. This is Alex Garcia. 10 seconds left in the half. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. This is Burnham now. Hoover on Burnham. Burnham's just going to pull up and shoot here. Right in the face of David Hoover. 2 seconds, 1 second. And with 0.2 of a second left, that will end the half. Air ball from Corbin Burnham will end it. 22-22 will be your score at halftime. Bonine lost a 3/4 court shot, and the officials were going to wave that one off as there's no way humanly possible to shoot it in 2/100ths of a second. I don't care who you are. So 10 minutes left until we resume the second half of action. 22-22 is your score. We are deadlocked after the first half of action. No question, these two are a great matchup for each other. We have seen that through the first half. So I'm going to make sure that I've got my scoring correct. 6, 9, 10. Sure enough, I do. I have to pat myself on the back here, but sometimes my scorebook is right. It's nice when that happens. So Everett Bonine scored 3 in that first quarter. He's got 3 total. Landon Schultz had 6, all coming in the first quarter. David Hoover has 4, all coming in the second quarter. Harris Keithley has 5 with a 3 in the first and a 2 in the second. Ethan Haggard off the bench has 4 for the Bronx. They scored 12 in that first quarter and 10 in the second to give them 22 in that first half. For Pond Creek Hunter, Ethan Insminger has been the star for the Panthers. He has 5, 7, 8. So he converted a 3-point play, sank a 3-pointer, and made it 2 in that first quarter. He had 6 in the second, 2 in the first. So 8 for Ethan Insminger. 5 for Corbin Burnham. He was held scoreless in that second after scoring 5 in the first. John Theophilus made it 2, but he picked up 3 fouls very early into the second quarter, and like I said, we did not see him again in that second quarter. So again, 8 for Ethan Insminger, 5 for Corbin Burnham, 2 for John Theophilus, 2 for Alex Garcia, 2 for Aaron Kerr, and 3 for Xander Camber. 11 and 11. The Panthers have been nothing but consistent through the first half. We'll be right back with your third quarter of action in about 8 minutes' time.
And we even deliver right to your door.
Stewart Nissan, where our people make the difference.
Wilshire Cabinet & Company sets the new standard in Oklahoma with custom pre-finished fine cabinetry, built in America to last a lifetime. Meet our expert team as we get to know you and your style of living in your home. Make the perfect choices to fit your design and budget with an unrivaled level of service. Complete your project with stunning selections from our hardware, Cambria countertop, and accessory collections. Experience our gallery, where inspiration is always fun, fresh, and lively.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
At Jumbo Foods, our commitment and involvement in the community has always been the driving force behind the way we do business. We are proud to support local initiatives from food pantries, church programs, our hometown first responders, frontline workers, teachers and school employees, surrounding schools, and so much more. Jumbo Foods, where customers and community matter most since 1987.
Life is a gift of building memories, accepting changes, and sharing experiences.
I don't think I ever really realized the importance of a funeral home until my mother passed away 2 years ago. Everything was just taken care of. Those are decisions you never want to make, and they were extremely helpful in leading us down that path. If you want your family to be taken care of in one of the hardest times of your life, you want to call Ladislaw Evans.
Ladislaw Evans Funeral Home, the name you know and the people you can trust.
Home with custom pre-finished fine cabinetry, built in America to last a lifetime. Meet our expert team as we get to know you and your style of living in your home. Make the perfect choices to fit your design and budget with an unrivaled level of service. Complete your project with stunning selections from our hardware, Cambria countertop, and accessory collections. Experience our gallery, where inspiration is always fun, fresh, and lively.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
At Jumbo Foods, our commitment and involvement in the community has always been the driving force behind the way we do business. We are proud to support local initiatives from food pantries, church programs, our hometown first responders, frontline workers, teachers and school employees, surrounding schools, and so.
Third quarter here about to start. As the official blows the whistle, Landon Schultz is going to inbound it to Bonine. Both team starters are on the court now. This is Bonine, Granberg, Hoover, Schultz, and Keithley for the Bronx. Keithley's going to shoot from the top of the key. He was left all alone. Missed that one, and Schultz came down with the rebound. They're going to call a foul on number 13, Aaron Kerr, to open up this second half of action. Second chance opportunity here as Schultz able to come down with the rebound there for the Bronx. And trying to figure out what the call is there, and no, they got 23 for that foul. Not on 13, it's on 23. It's Corbin Burnham's second. Hoover up top, he's guarded by Theophilus. Now Bonine open on the right elbow. His two-pointer's up off the top of the backboard, no good. He gets his own rebound though, takes two dribbles, shoots it over the top of Theophilus. Theophilus got a hand on that one, putback attempt again. Fourth chance opportunity, and Bonine is going to tie up Ensminger. So the Bronx began the second half with the possession arrow, and Pond Creek will get the basketball as the possession arrow will go back to the Kremlin Hillsdale Bronx. The score is tied at 22 to open this half. 7:20 here. It's Ensminger driving right, and we've got a moving screen on John Theophilus. Theophilus just picked up his fourth. So he sat 7 minutes in that second quarter. After he picked up 3 fouls, he just has not been able to get in position where his coach wants him all night. It just seems like every time he's on the floor, his coach is yelling, "John!" trying to get him into the right spot. And Bonine now will bring it up for Kremlin Hillsdale. Both teams empty on their first possession. Schultz gives it to Hoover. Kremlin Hillsdale will see what they can do on their second possession of this second half. Keithley's going to loft another 3 from the top of the key. It's up and good. 3-point bucket there for Harris Keithley. He's got 8 tonight. That gets the scoring started here in the second half for Kremlin Hillsdale. Ensminger drives right, gets it out to Garcia. Garcia, no one around him. Off the back of the rim and out. Rebound goes over the backboard. That's a shot you want if you're Pond Creek. Garcia just couldn't cash in there for the squad in black. 6:40 here in the third quarter. Bronx have it now, up by 3. After a big three-point bucket there from Harris Keithley. You just feel like every single possession counts in this game. David Hoover kicks it out now to Harris Keithley. Keithley dribbling with the right hand, gets it back out to Hoover. He's guarded by Ensminger. Lob underneath now to Schultz. Schultz just got a little bit too eager there. He knew that no one was behind him. Kerr was guarding him. He tried to lay it up and in instead of coming down with it, setting his feet and shooting an easy layup. He made it a little bit harder than it was. And a jump ball now. Sponine was tied up with Stapleton. Hoover. Granberg was open underneath. They didn't find him. Bonine with it up top. Bronx will reset. Possession arrow goes back to the Panthers. They'll have the next tie-up. This is Keithley in the corner. He's guarded by Keithley gives it now to Granberg. Granberg driving left. His layup is up and no good. Rebound off the hands of Garcia. That's going to go out of bounds. And I don't know how you see that and say that it goes off of Kremlin Hillsdale. That seemed pretty obvious to about everyone in the gym. Nonetheless, Pond Creek Hunter will have it now. Down 3, 5:55 left here in this third quarter. This is Ensminger driving on Granberg. Kicks it out now to Stapleton. Stapleton dribbling with the left, now his right. He's guarded by Bonine. Bonine taps it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Panthers. Stapleton trying to get a little bit fancy there with his dribbling. Bonine tapped it out. Panthers will reset now on their own end. This is Burnham. Gives it up to Ensminger. Ensminger now driving on Granberg. Gets it underneath now to Kerr. Kerr lofts it high off the glass. It's up and no good. And Bonine controls now for the Bronx. Stapleton hustling back the other way. Bonine still bringing it up. Gives it up to Hoover. Hoover now left corner. Gets it up to Harris Keithley up top. Now to Granberg left wing. He's guarded by Ensminger. Bonine bowls into Aaron Kerr. Kerr falls down. No call. Bonine gets it inside to Schultz now left block. His turnaround jumper is off the front of the rim and out. Bonine harassing Kerr. Kerr gets it up now to Burnham. 3-on-3 going the other way. Burnham attacking right. This ball fake gets Schultz in the air. He kicks it out to Stapleton. Stapleton driving right. And we're going to get a shooting foul as Stapleton hit the deck hard there. And are they going to call that one on the floor? No, they're going to say that Stapleton is shooting. So that's Everett Bonine's first. We've got Stapleton in the act of shooting. Stapleton will have 2 free throws here for Pond Creek Hunter. His first free throw is up and good. Stapleton's first points of the evening. Pond Creek's first points of this second half. His second free throw is up and it rims in. 25-24. Kremlin Hillsdale still on top. Pond Creek Hunter here. Pond Creek trying to get their man-to-man assignments figured out. Both teams like to run man-to-man. David Hoover has it now left wing. He's guarded by Ensminger. And whoever Ensminger guards, you can almost guarantee is not going to score for Kremlin Hillsdale. Ensminger, tallest guy on the court with the biggest wingspan. It's Granberg has it now underneath on Ensminger. And why do I even try to analyze? Because Granberg has it right block, shoots it right over the top of Ensminger. And, who cares what the guy up here says. Ensminger drives right. He's guarded by Granberg. Now to Stapleton. Stapleton has it in the corner. The lefty driving right baseline on Everett Bonine. Ensminger, shot fake. Dribbles it out now. Gives it to Burnham, right wing. Drives in on Hoover. Gives it now skip pass to Garcia. This is Garcia driving right. This is to the elbow. Kicks it out to Ensminger. His three-pointer's up and no good. Ensminger hit the deck. No call. Schultz with it for Kremlin Hillsdale. He drives right past Burnham. His layup is too strong. Granberg comes down with it for Kremlin Hillsdale, lays it in for 2. So Granberg, 4 points for Kremlin Hillsdale in a hurry. Pond Creek cut the lead to 1. Now it is up to 5. Ensminger lofted it right over the top of David Granberg. He has 10 now today. Everett Bonine bringing it up now for Kremlin Hillsdale. Now to David Granberg, left wing. Bronx are up by 3. 3:25 left here in the third. Everett Bonine looking underneath for Lennon Schultz. He lobs it, gets it back off the loose ball, and Bonine just missed the wide open layup there. David Granberg is fighting for the rebound there with Ensminger. Ensminger looked like he might have taken a shot there to the side of the head. Coach Hawkins arguing with the official. The official says No, it was legal. 3 minutes left here. Coach Hawkins and the official still going back and forth. Coach Hawkins takes a seat. Official waving play on. This is Garcia for 3. That one's up and no good. So Bonine missed a bunny on the other end. Garcia misses a wide open 3 for Pond Creek on their side. Harris Keithley's going to loft a deep 3. That one's up and good for Harris Keithley. Harris Keithley is in double digits now. He's got 11 for the Bronx. That pushes Kremlin Hillsdale's lead to 6. 32-26 is your score. Kremlin Hillsdale on top. This is Ensminger. Gives it to Garcia. Garcia driving down the middle of the lane. Finds Stapleton out for 3. Had that been a better pass, Stapleton might have been able to loft a 3. Instead, he backs down on Bonine. Both players hit the deck. This is Burnham pulling up from the left elbow. Rebound's tapped around, and Schultz is going to foul Kerr there. Kerr and Schultz were jostling for the rebound. Schultz knocked it out of Kerr's hands, but I think he got him on the arm as well. So second foul there on Landon Schultz. Third foul, excuse me. That's what I had. Official scoreboard was a little bit slow to update. Caden Stewart subs in for Landon Schultz. We'll see who Stewart finds to guard for Kremlin Hillsdale. This is number 2 checking in now. We have not seen him today, and we've got a jump ball there. It's on the turnaround. Kerr was tied up with Stewart. Pond Creek will have the possession arrow. They'll reset and do it again from that baseline out of bounds spot. So number 2 for Pond Creek, whose last name is White. This is Burnham. Kerr cut underneath. White's going to shoot for 3. He's up and go. So White checks in for the first time in this game just seconds ago. He nails the 3-pointer. Big bucket there from Pond Creek from their substitution. And I believe they got Caden Stewart there on a foul on the rebound. And Pond Creek will have it now. They can tie with a 3-point attempt or take, well, that's the best they can do is tie. So tie with a 3-point attempt, cut the lead to 1 with a 2-point attempt. This is Ensminger. He wants to go one-on-one on David Granberg. He gets past him, and he put his shoulder down into Granberg. Could have been called offensive. Instead, they say it's on David Granberg. Ensminger will shoot 2 from the line today. He's 1 for 1 from there. Second foul called on David Granberg. Coach Hawkins distraught at that foul call. 1:53 left here, third quarter. Ensminger. First free throw is up and too short. He has 10 today. Try to make it 11 now. Cut the Kremlin Hillsdale lead to 2. With a make here. Second free throw is up and good. Kremlin Hillsdale's lead is now 2, 32-30. 1:50 left here, third quarter. Bonine now brings it up for Kremlin Hillsdale. This is Harris Keithley, right wing, guarded by White. Keithley dribbles with his right, gives it now to Bonine. Bonine dribbling with the left. Burnham taps it out near midcourt. Granberg controls for Kremlin Hillsdale. Hoover comes off a screen from Stewart. Now Hoover gets a ball screen, and Keithley's wide open for 3. He's going to shoot again from the left wing and drain it. 3-point bucket for Harris Keithley. He has 9, all coming off 3-pointers in this third quarter. Ensminger going the other way. He wants to scoop it now to White. White might have shoveled his feet there. Left-hand dribble in the middle of the lane. Bonine tapped the pass out. And Pond Creek Hunters coach and officials are saying, hey, that was a foul there. Bonine on the court diving for the basketball. Wasn't able to come up with it. Instead, they call him out of bounds as he slid and head came out of bounds. Bonine might have some blood on his elbow. We'll see in just a moment. And Pond Creek Hunters fans are becoming quite vocal, saying, where are the fouls here? Stapleton gets it into Kerr. Kerr now to White. White has 2 feet inside the 3-point line. Burnham has it in the middle of the lane. His shot over the top of Hoover is no good. Kerr came down with the rebound, and he was fouled underneath by Caden Stewart. Stewart's called for his second. Stewart is good to come in and give you 3 fouls right away. You will definitely feel the presence of Caden Stewart. Haggard checks in. Stewart checks out for Kremlin Hillsdale. This is Burnham underneath, left block. Now Ensminger, middle of the lane. Very nice move. He just left it short there. Ethan Haggard comes down with it for Kremlin Hillsdale. 45 seconds left in this third quarter. Bronx are up by 5. Thanks to a big three-pointer for Harris Keithley. He has 9 in this second half. 35 seconds left now. Bonine has it up top. He gives it to Myers. Myers driving right. He's double-teamed. We got a foul. They're going to get it underneath. Kremlin Hillsdale will have it. They called the foul on Pond Creek. Did they get Burnham for that one? Yes, Burnham's third. He scored 5 in that first quarter. Hasn't scored since, has Corbin Burnham. 32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Bronx are up by 5. They have the basketball. Bonine has it underneath. 4-wide set for Kremlin Hillsdale. Ethan Haggard has it now. Up to Maddox Myers. Now Bonine will have it in the corner. He drives left into Burnham. Kicks it out to Hoover. Hoover now to Keithley. Keithley's open for 3, and he nails it! 12 points in the quarter for Harris Keithley, all coming on three-point baskets. That gives Kremlin Hillsdale the lead by 8. 15 seconds left here in this third quarter. Insminger, no doubt, he's going to try and take it himself on Maddox Myers. Myers, shorter by about 5 inches. Insminger, sure enough, going to take it himself. Just as underneath to Kerr. 3 seconds now. Burnham shoots for 3. That one's an air ball. And Bonine grabs the rebound, tried to shoot it from, if the court is 90 feet long, that one was from 91. He grabbed that one, tried to throw it the other way. And that one barely reached the half-court line. 38-30, Kremlin Hillsdale is on top thanks to 12 points in the quarter from Harris Keithley and 4 from David Granberg. Kremlin Hillsdale was tied at 22, and I believe that's the most points that they've scored in a quarter all season. They scored 16 in that third quarter. An outburst like they have not seen all season. 12 from Harris Keithley, 4 from David Granberg. Gave the Bronx 16 points. They outscored Pond Creek 16-8 in that third frame. Goodness gracious. We'll take a short break. Be right back with the fourth quarter of action. Pond Creek will no doubt try to keep Harris Keithley off of the three-point line. And no, I don't think we've got time for a break. And all right, we'll take a short one. Be right back.
So much more. Jumbo Foods, where customers and community matter most since 1987.
Life is a gift of building memories, accepting changes, and sharing experiences.
I don't think I ever really realized the importance of a funeral home until my mother passed away 2 years ago.
Back here in action from Kremlin Hillsdale. Kremlin on top of Pond Creek by 8. Bonine, guarded by White. Dribbling with the right hand now, finds Maddox Myers open on the right wing. He drives right baseline, picks up his dribble, gets it back out to Bonine. Bonine finds Hoover, left wing. He's guarded by Stapleton. Bronx trying to score to open this quarter. Push their lead to double digits. Myers, open for a moment, nearly shuffled his feet, instead gets it out to Hoover, left wing. Hoover looking for a Bronx, finds Myers underneath. Bonine was posting up on Insminger. It's a tough matchup. Now Haggard has it up top. He's guarded by White, and Harris Keithley has it taken away there by Corbin Burnham. Burnham crosses over to Bonine. That's a 2-point basket, and that cuts the Kremlin Hillsdale lead to 6 as every single Pond Creek supporter is on their feet cheering on Corbin Burnham off of that steal. Big bucket there, might give momentum back to Pond Creek Hunter. Despite Kremlin Hillsdale still having the lead by 6, and Hoover's going to go up for a left-hand layup. That one's up and no good. Ethan Haggard comes down with it. His putback attempt is no good, and Everett Bonine called for a foul. Coach Hawkins asking Everett Bonine, was that worth it? You're 90 feet away from the basket, and you're whistled for a foul there. And, that's certainly not going to be worth it, as Everett Bonine just put Pond Creek Hunter into the bonus. So 17 fouls for Kremlin Hillsdale. Ethan Insminger, one of the most sure-handed free throw shooters the Panthers have, will be at the line for 2. Insminger has 11 today. He's 2 for 3 from the free throw line. His first free throw is up and good. So the way 1-on-1 works, you make the first one, you get a second. If you don't, it's a live basketball. Insminger makes the first. That cuts the Kremlin Hillsdale lead to 5. Insminger's second free throw is up. No good. Rebound goes to Everett Bonine. Insminger might have gotten a hand on him. No call. He splits that pair. Hoover now, left wing. Gets it to Myers. Myers guarded by Insminger. Gets it now left wing to Hoover. Hoover saw Myers underneath, decided not to get it to him. Instead, Takes a dribble to the left block, kicks it out now to Haggard. Myers is going to shoot a deep two. That one's too short. Haggard gets the rebound. His putback attempt is too short, no good. Pond Creek will have it now. Haggard has gotten a pair of open looks, just hasn't been able to cash in. And Insminger has it now, right back. His two-pointer in transition is up and good. Kremlin Hillsdale opened this quarter with an 8-point lead. And Coach Hawkins wants a timeout, try and wrestle momentum back for the Bronx. As I said, Kremlin Hillsdale opened this quarter with an 8-point lead, and Pond Creek has proceeded to cut it to 5. 2 2-point baskets and a free throw for Pond Creek. Gives them 5 in the quarter. Kremlin Hillsdale has yet to score, even though Ethan Haggard has had a pair of offensive rebounds and good looks. I believe Lennon Schultz will come back in now for Kremlin Hillsdale. He has 3 today. He is an impact player for Kremlin Hillsdale. When he is on the court, you can tell the lift that he gives on the offensive rebounding side and on the defensive side. One of Kremlin Hillsdale's highest energy players. And Corbin Burnham is set up on Harris Keithley. Pond Creek Hunter looks determined not to let Harris Keithley shoot another three-pointer in this one. Burnham not looking at the basketball. He's got all his attention focused on Keithley. Hoover misses a wide open three in the corner. That was a good find there by Burnham. Schultz gets the offensive rebound, puts it in for 2. 2 points there from Landon Schultz. He had 6 in the first quarter, and now's a great time to score 2 more. 8 points for him on the day. Insminger directing traffic. He's guarded by Myers. Takes Myers right to the block. This is Burnham in the middle of the lane. His two-pointer rattles in. 2-point bucket there from Corbin Burnham. He has 9. He scored 5 in that first quarter and 4 in this fourth quarter. Myers now left all alone, finds Keithley. Keithley dribbling with the left hand. Gets it to Everett Bonine. Bonine guarded by Insminger. Now this is Myers guarded by White. Pond Creek Hunter switches all screens so you can get a mismatch if you are clever. Now Bonine left all alone at the free throw line. He's going to pull up and nail it. 2-point bucket there for Everett Bonine. He's got 5. 42-37. Kremlin Hillsdale going back and forth with Pond Creek here. 2-possession game. 42-37. Kremlin Hillsdale is on top of Pond Creek Hunter. This is Insminger. He's guarded by Maddox Myers. And Myers is driven right past Insminger. Pulled up for 2, and they're going to say he was fouled. Who they're going to call that one on? They're going to call that one on Maddox Myers. That is his first, the team's 8th. Pond Creek Hunter has not been whistled for a foul in this fourth quarter. They've been very disciplined in this second half. Insminger at the line. He'll be shooting 2. His first free throw is up and good. 42-38 your score now. Kremlin Hillsdale still up by 2 possessions. Insminger can get it to 1, and he does. 2 more points for Ethan Insminger. Everett Bonine has it now. Bronx trying to hold on. 3-point lead for Kremlin Hillsdale. 4:35 left here in this fourth quarter. Hoover dribbling with his right hand. He was left open. Kerr was guarding him. Now Myers, guarded by Insminger, finds Bonine. Bonine guarded by White. This is a mismatch as Bonine picks up his dribble. Gives it to Hoover. He's guarded by Kerr. Mismatch underneath for the Bronx as Kerr guarded by Schultz guarded by Stapleton. Gets his own miss. Puts it in! Landon Schultz, 2 more. For the sophomore, he has 10 today. 44-39. Bronx going back and forth with the Panthers here. This is Insminger. He gets it to Burnham underneath. Now White open in the corner for 3. That one is an air ball. He missed everything. Schultz got it to Bonine. 5-on-4 for Kremlin Hillsdale if they can push it. Maddox Myers. He lost it for a moment, and Harrison Stapleton hit the deck as Maddox Myers got him in the air. Got up into the air, fell on Stapleton. Stapleton whistled for the foul. That was just poor positioning there by Harrison Stapleton. Theophilus will check in. He has 4 fouls. Big number 33 for Pond Creek Hunter. And he will check out Stapleton. Stapleton was livid that he did not get the foul call there. Everett Bonine has to get it in bounds now for the Bronx. He does. Bronx lead by 5. They have the basketball. This is Bonine in the corner. He's guarded by White. Takes it left. Now he spins back out. He gets a screen from Schultz. That frees him up for a three. That one's up and no good. Bonan gets his own rebound underneath, and they're going to say he traveled with it. I didn't see that, but the official down there did. He had a better view than I, so I can't judge. 3:37 left here, fourth quarter. Kremlin Hillsdale up by 5, 44-39, trying to hang on for a victory over the Pond Creek Hunter Panthers. This is Ethan Ensminger. He's been the star for Pond Creek today. This is Grandberg. Guarding Ensminger, now Kerr, right wing, finds White. White left all alone. Now he gets it to Burnham. Burnham driving with his right hand, gets it to Ensminger. Ensminger lofts a three over the face of Grandberg. Grandberg gets the rebound, did a good job of blocking out the shooter there. Bonan will have it now. 3 minutes left here in this fourth quarter. And the tension is high in this gym. Lennon Schultz fights away. Aaron Kerr, great fight from Bonan. He found Lennon Schultz all alone on that left block. Kerr rotated over to him, and Schultz put it over the top of him anyway. Ensminger now, left block. His two-pointer's up and no good. Grandberg comes down with it for Kremlin Hillsdale. Strong rebound there for David Grandberg, ripping it away from a pair of Panthers. I believe that was Theophilus and Ensminger. And what's the call here? We have, I believe they got David Hoover for hand fighting. I think he was fighting with Theophilus there. And an offensive foul does not result in one-on-one free throws. So Pond Creek will have the basketball now as David Hoover. I don't think anyone was looking at the action that David Hoover was getting on the opposite side block, except for the official who saw it and whistled a foul on the Kremlin Hillsdale senior. This is Theophilus. He's guarded by Schultz. Schultz in no hurry to guard Theophilus. Theophilus not necessarily a scoring threat. His damage is done on putbacks on the boards. So Theophilus drives with the right hand, and Schultz ties up White. White, the smallest player on the court, is wrestling for that rebound with Landon Schultz, and Theophilus is down. Limping up the court now, waving at his coach, saying, no, I don't need a sub. 7-point lead for Kremlin Hillsdale. 2-minute mark looming. Everett Bonan has it now for Kremlin Hillsdale. The jump ball goes to Kremlin. The next jump ball will favor the losing team, Pond Creek Hunter. Everett Bonan driving on White with the left hand. Now gives it to Grandberg. Grandberg driving with the left hand, gives it over to Hoover. Hoover in the corner, guarded by Theophilus now. Hands it off to Grandberg. Grandberg driving right, gets in the middle of the lane, bounce passes it over to Schultz. Great find! It's Grandberg penetrated the lane, defense rotated over. Schultz was left all alone on the left block. Grandberg found him, dished it over. Easy two-pointer there. 48-39 your score. Kremlin Hillsdale on top by 9. And we have a foul there as a ball screen. Hoover was trying to fight over the top of that ball screen. Ethan Ensminger set it, and Burnham's three-pointer was up and no good, but Ensminger will shoot a 1-and-1 as David Hoover, I believe, has 4. 2 shots upcoming for Pond Creek Hunter. No, that's David Hoover's second. I apologize. I've got just a few more fouls than David Hoover actually has. So Ethan Ensminger will be at the free throw line. Ensminger's been the star for Pond Creek Hunter today. Let's count up his points. He's got 2 shots upcoming, so we've got a little bit of time to do this. 5, 7, 8. First free throw's up and good for Ensminger. 8, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17 points now for Ethan Ensminger. He can make it 18 with this made free throw. He misses it. Bonan comes down with it. He's guarded by Theophilus, and Everett Bonan. It looked like he might have dribbled that one out of bounds off of his leg, and Theophilus arguing with the official. And we got a timeout, Kremlin Hillsdale. The Bronx definitely benefited from a good call there, as that definitely went off the leg of Everett Bonan. So if you're on Squirtle, you can replay that one. And if you're a Pond Creek supporter, I think you might not like what you see. But, you know, you could also whistle that one on Theophilus and foul him out there. So 90 feet away, no need to really pressure the ball handler there. Theophilus did. Was at risk of getting his 5th foul. Might have gotten Everett Bonan to dribble it off of his foot. No matter, it was granted Kremlin Hillsdale possession. So the Bronx will have it now. 1:34 left here, 4th quarter. Full timeout taken by Coach Hawkins. 8-point lead for Kremlin Hillsdale. 48-40 is your score. Ensminger has 17. Burnham has 9 for Pond Creek, 2 for John Theophilus, 2 for Harrison Stapleton, 2 for Alex Garcia, 2 for Aaron Kerr, 3 for Xander Cameron, and 3 for White. For Kremlin Hillsdale, they've gotten 5 from Everett Bonine, 8, 6, 14 from Lennon Schultz, 4 for David Granberg, 4 for David Hoover, 17 from Harris Keithley, of 5 3-point makes. Ethan Haggard has scored, giving the Bronx 48. So this is Lennon Schultz, not the normal inbounder for Kremlin Hillsdale. He gives it to Everett Bonine. Bonine beats Garcia off the dribble. Trap coming, and David Granberg caused Ethan Ensminger to hit the deck, and we've got an injury timeout on the floor as Ensminger hit the deck hard. He's grabbing that right knee, and we've got an injury timeout here, and if you replay that, you might see that Ensminger kind of set up at the half-court line, and Granberg bowled right over him. Nobody's eyes were on that player. They were on the ball handler, Everett Bonine. Always hard to catch those calls when the possession is in transition. The officials are trying to get to their spot on the other end of the court, and it's a tough time to set up for a charge attempt. So Ensminger trying to walk it off. We'll see if a substitution comes in, and Harrison Stapleton will come in for Ethan Ensminger. So the leading scorer for the Panthers tonight comes off the court. We'll see if he checks in again in the last minute 25 of this one. He hit the deck pretty hard there. He's limping off gingerly. He's able to come off under his own power, something we like to see. Bonine has it now for Kremlin Hillsdale. 1:20 left here. Corbin Burnham. Looked like he might have stolen it away there from Everett Bonine. Instead, foul goes on Burnham. I believe that is his 4th. 4 fouls now on Corbin Burnham. And with Ethan Ensminger on the bench, you cannot. Now Ethan Ensminger comes back. Harrison Stapleton checks out. Coming back in for making his first appearance for Pond Creek Hunter is Cole Svab, somebody we haven't seen today. This is Landon Schultz. He gives it up to Everett Bonine. Bonine is going to be trapped at half court, and Garcia is going to wrap him up around the waist. Pond Creek Hunter is going to be content with forcing the Bronx to shoot free throws here. Corbin Burnham was checked out. He has 4 fouls today. Pond Creek Hunter does not want to see him pick up 5. Schultz gets it into Keithley. Keithley, a great free throw shooter for Kremlin Hillsdale. He'll be fouled and he'll shoot a 1-and-1. Again, the way 1-and-1 works, if you make the first, you get a second. If you don't, live basketball on the miss. So here's Keithley. Bronx's leading scorer, he has 17 points off of 5 3-point makes. Unfortunately, he has not found the bottom of the net in this 4th quarter. Corbin Burnham checks in for Svab. First free throw up and nothing but net for Kremlin Hillsdale. 18 now for Harris Keithley. Theophilus and Schultz were getting into it on that rebound. Something you might watch there on the near side, 22 and 33 for the white and black. Second free throw is up and good. And they're going to call a timeout Kremlin Hillsdale as Landon Schultz, I think, was trying to get Theophilus to foul him there. 10-point lead now for Kremlin Hillsdale. 2 huge free throws for Harris Keithley make this a 4-possession game. 1:15 left here, 4th quarter. Bronx are up by 10. I don't really feel like cutting you to commercial, folks, so we're going to keep it right here. Kremlin Hillsdale on top by 10. They've gotten huge contributions from nearly everyone today. Bronx have played very, very well, not turning the ball over, getting offensive rebounds, preventing offensive rebounds going the other way. The only bane of their game so far has been team fouls. They've got Pond Creek Hunter in the double bonus right now, so any Kremlin Hillsdale foul, barring an offensive foul, will result in 2 free throws for the Panthers. 1:15 left here in the 4th quarter. Pond Creek has the basketball. This is Corbin Burnham bringing it up now for the Panthers. Ethan Ensminger here in this near corner. Hit the deck earlier. He's got 18 today. And Landon Schultz taps it away from Burnham, and it goes off the feet of Landon Schultz. Great hustle there from the Bronx. As Schultz was able to tap it out of Burnham's hands, Burnham appears a little bit rattled right now. 10-point lead. And Pond Creek's coach wants Ethan to go get it. That's Ethan Ensminger. He's going to pull up for 3. That one's up, and it goes out. No good. But Everett Bonine hit the deck, going for that rebound. And I think they're going to change this call. It was called Kremlin Hillsdale basketball on the floor. Bonon hit the deck trying to tip it back out, and it was ruled Kremlin Hillsdale basketball. We'll see if they keep it that way, and sure enough they do. Kremlin Hillsdale keeps possession there off the three-point miss from Insminger, and the Pond Creek Hunter coach says, we've got an ejection as a Pond Creek Hunter fan is kicked out. And I believe that results in a technical foul. So the official is ejecting a Pond Creek Hunter fan. We've got a technical foul on the floor. So free throws will result in possession for Kremlin Hillsdale. So we will have a free throw shooter upcoming. 2 shots for Kremlin Hillsdale. And the basketball. And certainly Kremlin Hillsdale has benefited from some calls in this fourth quarter. Pond Creek Hunters fan sees his squad down by 10, under a minute left, and just says, you know what, I can't take this anymore. I'm going to get myself ejected. Maybe cost my team the game, but we were down by 10 anyway. I don't like our team's chances. I don't want to watch this anymore. This Kremlin Hillsdale's administration escorts the fan out. Kremlin Hillsdale will have 2 free throws upcoming in the basketball. 57 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Bronx are up by 10. A nearly perfect game played for Kremlin Hillsdale tonight. They should be very proud of their effort, especially when you consider they are playing their 5th game in 6 days. They were off on Sunday and they were off on Wednesday, but they played Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and today. My apologies, they do not issue a team technical on Pond Creek Hunter for the fan ejection. They just eject the fan. So we've got a foul on the inbounds pass as David Hoover hit the deck. And I believe somebody's got a foul out here as Theophilus and Burnham came together there. Somebody's fouling out. Theophilus believes it's on him, and it is. So Theophilus is called for his 5th foul. Every supporter of the team in black is frustrated right now. And if we're being honest, I feel for him. Kremlin Hillsdale has received the benefit of the doubt on some calls. David Hoover, going the other way, will shoot a 1-and-1. So if he makes it, he'll get a second. If he does not, it's a live basketball. First free throw is up and good for David Hoover. David Hoover. He has 5 now today. Second free throw as he spins it to himself, now spins it again, takes 2 dribbles, and up, and good. 2 good-looking free throws there from David Hoover. He's been the defensive stopper for Kremlin Hillsdale all season. Insminger tried to set a pick on Hoover. This is Burnham going down the other way. He gets it up to Insminger. Insminger rocks left to right, now crosses over, finds Kerr underneath the basket, left block. His 2-pointers up and no good. Insminger comes down with it, and we got a jump ball as Everett Bonon tied up Insminger. Insminger hit the deck, jump ball, possession arrow, says Pond Creek Hunter basketball. And Lennon Schultz is acting like he's getting the basketball, but it is black basketball. So Corbin Burnham has it underneath. For Pond Creek Hunter, this is Cameron, now to Garcia, now to Burnham, and Kerr's gonna loft a 3-pointer. He missed absolutely everything there. Oh my goodness. You won't have a much better angle than where our camera's at to see just how bad of a shot that was for Aaron Kerr. He missed everything, and I mean everything. That was right into the laps of the cheerleaders as Lennon Schultz gets it in to David Hoover. Now to Harris Keithley for Kremlin Hillsdale. Keithley is tapped on the arm. Insminger whistled for a foul there. Insminger tells Xander Cameron, we're switching everything. As Cameron, I think, let Hoover flash open there. So this is Harris Keithley at the line. He has 19 points today for the Bronx. He can get to 20 with a made free throw here. His first free throw rattles in. Off the front of the rim, off the backboard, and in for Harris Keithley. That's the kind of night he is having. Second free throw upcoming for Harris Keithley. That one's up and in as well. 21 points for Harris Keithley. This is Ethan Insminger. Happy feet, shoots a 3-pointer. It's up and no good. Xander Cameron comes down with it for the Panthers. This is Alex Garcia. Panthers got to shoot. Burnham shoots another one. That one's up and no good. David Granberg comes down with it for Kremlin Hillsdale. It looks like the Panthers are going to be content to just let the clock run out here. 10 seconds now. 5 seconds, and Bonine will dribble it out for the Browns. 14-point victory here for Kremlin Hillsdale. Bonine and Burnham shake hands. Not allowed to shake hands officially after the game, so Bonine and Burnham appreciate each other's games and say good job. 54-40 is your final score. Kremlin Hillsdale defeats the Pond Creek Hunter Panthers in a sweep of the boys and girls squads. When is the last time you can say that for Kremlin Hillsdale? They beat both the girls and the guys. So tough night for Pond Creek. I'll get you a scoring summary here for Ethan Ensminger. We'll count up his point total again. There's a lot of baskets to count up, let me tell you. 8, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 17 for Ethan Ensminger. For Corbin Burnham, he had 9. For John Theophilus, he had 2. For Harrison Stapleton, he had 2. Alex Garcia had 2. Aaron Kerr had 2. Xander Cameron had 3, and White had 3 as well for Pond Creek Hunter. For Kremlin Hillsdale, your triumphant Bronx, they have a lot of scorers. So Everett Bonine had 5. Landon Schultz had 6 in the first quarter and 8 in the fourth quarter to give him 14. David Granberg had 4. David Hoover had 6. Harris Keithley had 21. Ethan Haggard had 4. And that is all for Kremlin Hillsdale as they come away victorious over the Pond Creek Hunter Panthers, 54-40. Great game played by both teams. We saw a lot of action on that one, but ultimately Kremlin Hillsdale was able to pull away in that fourth quarter. Your final score, again, 54-40, Kremlin Hillsdale over Pond Creek Hunter. Tomorrow, I will not be back. I will be celebrating the birthday of my lovely wife, so you will likely see a video stream in Tologa as Kremlin Hillsdale. No rest for the weary. These Bronx will play their 6th game in 8 days. 6th game in 8 days. So they'll be in Tologa tomorrow night. You will see video, but no audio. So wish you good night. This is Hayden Bonine signing off for the Kremlin Hillsdale Bronx Squirtle.
Everything was just taken care of. Those are decisions you never want to make.